begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
What's good, everybody? Man alive. So much shit to fucking keep track of. Jesus Christ. Man in the dark. What makes these markets move, you wonder, right? People act like they have to fucking know everything that goes on in the background. Motherfuckers buying one Mona Lisa for the rest of their fucking lives and need to know how the machine works. No, you don't. People make shit will pop all the time. They never tell who the fuck they are or ever care what you think. You know what I mean? Is it? Damn. That intro went with the fucking theme, you know? God damn it. Well, yeah. More to the point of you don't necessarily need to know who the fuck's making shit move in the background. Ain't your business, nigga. What's good in the hood? Shout out to everybody doing some business of the show. Always appreciate you guys. Emon. Oh, wow, there's a lot of you. Peace out, Zach, Gabriel. God damn it. Every time I see your fucking handle, I forget your real name. What the fuck? Todd. I swear to God, every time I see that thing, I forget who you actually are. Nada and Jans, I appreciate you guys. Well, shit. So much action in the LBC. Boy, the more you watch these influencers out there fucking like, trying to fucking like, tell everybody I've got the secret roadmap. You gotta listen to what I have to say. It just becomes more of a circus, doesn't it? It looks like little fucking kids. Morning. How's everybody doing? Can we touch on the FOMC if possible? What would you like me to touch on the FOMC? Would you like me to touch Powell and hidden places unmentionable? What would you like me to touch on? It is, we do have an announcement today. Definitely pay attention. You know about Darth Maul rules, right? Big old lightsaber back and forth. Give it a second to fucking sort itself out. And then let it fucking pick direction, and then you play from that, right? So that much I'll tell you about the Anons. Beyond that, don't try to make too much inferences about the shit they say and do, until they fucking just tell you they reverse policy, that's the only thing we care about at this point. Let's see. Sorry, let me catch up what you said. Think of what's going on in Blur, and most people actually don't understand that's happening, making it hidden hand. Yeah, most people don't have any idea what market making was. If you take the way that the reaction to the NFT community was discovering this evil monster inside Blur, as like, holy fucking cow, it's like fucking people fucking not, discovering gravity. It always was. And their discovery process tells you the differential between their version of reality and what actually reality is. And these people make choices and lead each other around in this ignorance. And they don't really give a shit if they actually know what they're talking about. They just give a shit that you don't know that they don't know what they're talking about. And that's enough, right? Remember, a point of value in a sea of shit is still shit. It is worth finding these people to understand where you don't want to be and what kind of rationales you never want to apply to any fucking system you're ignorant about, right? This is a fractal behavior. This is most people. They don't really give a shit what the fucking truth is. They just give a shit that they have your attention, Clonex Classic call yesterday was fire. How many people came out to that? That was fucking pretty awesome. What a great vibe that was. That was like a really good, refreshing thing to see people really wanting to fucking, you know, jump in and create something. Let me find our class picture. That shit was fucking fire. So much fucking interesting things popping off real quick. Oh man, I had to do it, guys. The memes have hit me. What do you think? I didn't spend an exorbitant amount of time on my, you know, the finished product, but I thought it came out rather good. You know, a little Central Park, a little fucking Woody action. Yeah, I know. I'm going down the whole degeneracy. It is what it is. But you know, we were always those motherfuckers from back in the day. This is 2019 legend. So if you thought that they were new at this shit, meme game been strong in the hood, son. Been strong in the hood. They know nothing about it. Oh, yo. You got to say, right? We'll get to that in a minute. One thing at a time. So yeah, yesterday was badass. We had our first clone concept call, Clonex Classic. We sat around and we basically brainstormed a fucking assload of businesses to do with all these fucking profile pics. Do you guys realize, looking at this, right? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 24 fucking PFPs in here, most of which aren't floor. This is like a fucking like $200,000 fucking classroom pick. You realize that? But why? Why are these worth $200,000 standing here? Especially this fucking suspect ass looking nigga right here next to me. I don't even trust this motherfucker. What the fuck happened to this motherfucker before the picture? Bruh. What is you doing? Who slapped that man down? Unbelievable. But yeah, so what is going to make people understand that everything in this picture was worth 200 G's? And it's going to be use case, isn't it? Isn't just going to be the fucking, like, you know, stylistic pose and the fucking, like, you know, illmatic fucking hairdos? I do agree that the fuchsia hair color is probably top tier. Don't you? And I asked this nigga, why is he a fucking taco? And he's like, it's because I'm Mexican. You know, I guess only he can say that. But anyways, like, you know, what is the use case that makes these three-dimensional representations of self in metaverse worth 200 fucking G's in that photo? And not just some characters in some cheap video game from fucking like 25 years ago, right? And it's what these things can represent, right? The guy in the blue shirt is a show host and an educator that's now part of a curriculums in Eastern Europe, right? There is many use cases. We have graphic designers here. We have guys that are 3D modelers here. We have people that can actually subcontract out clones for businesses that are far more imaginative than you could imagine. And you got to be in the room to hear all that fucking details. But, like, we're going to show you what you should be doing in the metaverse other than waiting for somebody to pump your fucking bags. And we're going to lead by example, right? We're going to put some businesses out into the universe and we're going to show what these fucking things can really do. Stay tuned, bitches. Stay tuned. Okay, there was more things on here than just me fucking goofing off for a class pick. But yeah, that was a fucking dope vibe. Really dig it. Don't do it. Don't play music sounds. Fucking goddamn YouTube license bitch is so fucking quick on my ass, goddamn it. But yeah, don't play the music. Okay. Went over some order book things, learned some things about what's really going on in the markets, right? You guys are seeing these fucking influencer jackasses out here leading people off a fucking cliff, telling them absolute nonsense. Why is Bev ETH always the thing in my shit? Bev's the man. Gotta respect that guy's effort and the stuff he's done for making things easier for people. Did you guys see this yesterday? Guess who finally got onboarded? We talked about it. Not that anyone didn't know that this fucking clone is only one motherfucker on the planet with a wacky ass beard like that and a fucking crown. But it's official, niggas. It's official. Peep it. The best kept secret that wasn't a secret. What you know about that? What you know about that? Where'd you hear that first? Well, you heard, there was a couple people that kind of knew that was coming. It was kind of obvious. It's just when they were going to do it, right? I gotta say, I call this man a lot because he trolls some shit for the type of artifact. These are quality trolls, but god damn it, he's a troll. God damn it, Ben. But yeah, this is just fucking funny. And honestly, God, the fucking meme of the century is gonna forever be this shit right here. Where is it? This is the funniest shit ever going on right now. Hold on. Meme of all times. Where do you put it? Yo, tell me the head of Artifact did not fucking write this shit. Let's take a minute to appreciate just what a fucking absolute fucking like stamp of a fucking approval. You're a retard. That guy Whale is getting the head of Artifact to tattoo your ignorant ass to the fucking like, you know, annals of time. It's a moment, isn't it? Say it ain't. You gotta stop and appreciate this fucking moment. It's just fucking funny. I gotta say. Anyways, there's so much funny shit yesterday. But I got a kick out of that. That's definitely one of the funny things I've ever seen. Right? What was all the stuff they told you? Well. Look whose skirt's flying in the wind now, bitches. That cooter's exposed. How do people let people like this get away with that, you wonder? Why in God's green earth? Because he says good morning? Because he licks your fucking metaverse cock? That's enough for him to fuck you out of your generational wealth? Are you fucking stupid? Cooter in the breeze. Not Winternomics, just fucking cooters. So what does this even mean? Who's the best thread writer? Is this the fucking barometer of status in the NFT space today? This is absolutely very Gen Z from where the fuck I was at. Which nigga can blow the most smoke up your pussy? That's the fucking measure? How about which nigga makes me money and doesn't get me fucking killed telling me stupid shit about things I don't fucking understand? I mean, there's that, or there's who spends the most time writing horse shit and running through ChatGPT so his grammaticals are fucking correct and you feel fucking all warm and fuzzy as you lose your life savings, you fucking simple plebs. Like, Jesus, fuck all, Christ. That shit drives a nigga to smoke. Like, seriously, I can't even get started. I have to smoke. Hidden forces, niggas, hidden forces. I don't even understand this shit. Can you believe this is a show about the market? Hey, you like it? I'm rocking a goatee in the dark and shit. Real creepy nigga shit. It's my fucking, this is my Unabomber look. Wait. I always fucking, this shit's a mirror image. I always adjust the wrong side of my shit. I really should speak with a lower tone voice if I'm trying to look all mysterious and shit. I sound like a fucking bitch. Where's my fucking ashtray? Yeah, but like, seriously? These motherfuckers smoke some rocks out here. Can I explain Apple ETH? Can you explain fucking, what? I think you just explained it, nigga. It's Apple divided by ETH. The fuck do you want me to explain? You wrote it out. Why don't you explain it back to me? Can you explain why I come down here and do this and never bring a bottle of water, knowing that in 5 fucking minutes of talking and doing this shit, I'm not gonna be able to move my fucking lips every fucking time, like I don't know how this works after fucking 33 years of smoking this shit? Apple ETH, what do you want to know, buddy? Pepe ETH? Sure. Are you guys not done with that fucking meme coin? All right, we'll look at Pepe ETH because that's just funny shit. What up, G-Unit? I swear to God, he's so fucking big when he comes out the room, I feel like I've been home invaded. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, dude, you rock and roll. Did you go get me water? Damn, I'm not buying those goddamn $1 million shoes you want. All right, maybe. Appreciate you. That's the man right there. Liquefy in the building. Liquefy providing essential liquids. It's no coincidence, you know. I don't think I can chart Pepe Bob, can I? I'm not sure if I have that one. All right. The reluctancy of people to fucking admit these people are plebs. Like, what are they hanging on to, man? This is all this fucking, like, the people in the, I tell you, it's like the people on the top of the Titanic playing in the fucking symphony while the shit goes to the bottom altogether, like retardos, instead of trying to escape. Like, who the fuck does that? It looks really fucking crazy. But, man, oh man, right? What a fucking news flow. Think about it now, guys. Do you realize where the timing of this is before the Japanese Air Force One campaign and before LeBron James joins Artifact and before Blur installs credit on a few assets now to basically fucking lever the market? Do you know how fucking ridiculous? Do you guys recognize this, right? This is to the minute in all the minutes of the year. Do you know what the chances are of finding the minute low of an asset in all the minutes of the year? I'll do the math for you. I'll do it real easy. It's 1 in 525,000, like 600 chance of having that minute. It was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Did you guys think it was pretty cool? Did y'all learn some stuff? Did you learn that fucking influencers is a fucking synonym for fucking cocksucker? Because I did. Influence these nuts in your fucking throat, you sons of bitches. Anyways. That's some fucking influence. I'll influence your speaking patterns for a fucking few moments as you gargle on these nuts. Motherfucker. What do my walls mean? Shut up. Seriously? Shut the fuck up. I got smoke again. I got water. Ah, man. He's such a dick. I know. But I don't have to be nice to be accurate, motherfucker. If you think that's a fucking thing, you're gonna get told good morning by some fucking cockblower who's gonna run you off a cliff. Do you like money, or do you like fucking having your nuts gargled? You have to fucking make a choice, right? This is the moment you realize you can be right, or you can be happy. Do you want to be happy? Stop gargling strangers' nuts. You're not gonna be happy. You know me. Gargle these nuts. No, I'm kidding. Don't gargle nuts. What's my fucking lighter? Oh, sweet. It's ridiculous. Fucking grow up. Right? It's actually crazy, isn't it? Actually fucking crazy. So yeah, this is a show about the market and stuff. Market's about to open and stuff. It's 9:27. We're clearly not in a rush to make it out by the bell. So for any minorities that, got some prep this morning, you know what to be paying attention to as we go in. For any of you minorities who don't know what to be watching as we go in, I guess I'll leave you a quick memo since I done slacked off right into the bell. But I'm not in a rush, bitches. I'm not in a rush. So let's look at this before you fucking all jump out of your skin. NASDAQ things. We keep track of this guy for stock indexes. Remember what we told you? Just looking at this. Shit looks kind of illmatic right now. That is a technical term, illmatic. If you don't know the album, fucking look it up. Get some fucking culture. So that's your current situation. That's the old decline on the big bull flag we had. This is a really horrific rotation. Probably watching. Just gonna open in what? A minute and a half, motherfuckers. Don't worry, that's plenty time. Plenty time for this, right? So that's what you deal with. It's possibly a fucking really disgusting bear flag if he rolls back out of this fucking shit box he's in. Because this box was key to getting up here, and now he's rolling in the inside of it. So God help us. If this motherfucker comes out, he could go again. But that's what you're watching. So, right? The sweet spot in the top of this thing is this little fucking range I put up here. This little blue thingy that we put the other day. Still the spot. Probably safer than sorry up there, right? So don't fucking kill yourself in that thing. All right. Got all that? I'm sure you did. Now go fucking, hang yourself in the closet from your bed sheets. Good luck for all of you that are going to go run into that meat grinder. For the rest of you that are actually going to stay here and listen to the thread buster, I'm going to hit this real quick, and then we'll begin. All right. So where were we? Did any motherfuckers write fucking war stories? Do people do that in this community anymore? Do you guys actually interact with Reddit? Let's see. I don't think I've been over here in a while. Please tell me I don't make an ass of myself. Ooh, I got 2. About fucking time. So Israel has left us your holy Christ. We didn't pull this up on Monday? Wow. That looks fucking atrocious, doesn't it? Jesus, did you filter out the yellow? Is it that bad? What the actual hell is going on this thing? That looks terrible. Well, shit. You should look at this on Monday. Look at that. Look fucking ridiculous. That looks ridiculous. So that's today, 2 o'clock. Powell's going to stick his foot in everybody's ass for about 15 to 30 minutes. Watch that. Watch your Darth Maul, and then make a plan from it. So remember today, sometimes you can have some good volatility. Sometimes it can be kind of dead going into that shit. So this is just a known event that everyone's got their eyes on for sure. So, might be worth sitting and letting it pass. Tomorrow morning, you're going to get the EU's version of the same shit behind it. So 2 major central banks back to back, you always watch. Unemployment claims and stuff like that from us, big fucking deal. So this is just a series of really, really volatile events coming out. And then ECB speaking behind us getting employment. So it's a sea of shit. And the Bank of Canada's fucking guy runs his mouth. It's all fucking day bullshit. So yeah, that's the fundamentals. All fucking week, just straight bullshit. So always pay attention to that, and always check these things in Reddit. A lot of people are always like, I don't know where the anons are that hit me. They're in Reddit every week consistently for years now. So make sure you check these out, and then you also care about any big earnings that could happen. We had AMD yesterday. I didn't even see what that was. Uber came out and did really good yesterday. Today, post market, I don't see anything you give a shit about. Sunrun maybe for solar. There's 2 solar companies at the same time. Qualcomm, you do care what these guys say. And then obviously tomorrow, your big one for the whole thing is what Apple says. This is going to be behind the Fed today and all that crazy shit tomorrow morning. Apple, this is like a huge amount of news flow. Yeah, is a heavy flow. This is like a fucking assload of news coming together. A major oil guy, Apple, the 2 central fucking banks, employment, and then the Bank of Canada in 2 fucking days. So that's major volatile events, and the market will cut your balls off with any one of them, before it fucking leaves this range. So always remember, it's about cornering fucking, a local monopoly before they leave, and nobody being available to fucking touch it when it goes. As many times as they got to whip it back and forth to kill people in this range, they will. So that's why I tell you, trigger range on the top of the range where you've kind of got a reasonable assumption that he's fucking done killing people is safer than trying to bet when he comes out of this. As much as it's oscillated, it's just death. And that's what the phantom zone is, right? It's literally the suicide anywhere near that thing. So stay safe if you go into this thing and play that. All right, so that's good too. I'll probably keep track of Cigna because we've been keeping track of healthcare guys like Human and stuff. And so Cigna's probably worth watching because those guys have some pretty good structures too. All right. I can't get all serious. The show's actually supposed to be pretty chillax. So just because it's fucking funny, let's look at... Oh, fuck, whoops. Pepe Cash. What's going on with this crazy thing? Let's see. So, time correction's a bitch, right? Could they do it again? Well, remember what this looked like when we were down there? Pretty funny, right? Wait for it. See, aspect ratios are crazy, right? You got to remember, the resistance doesn't have anything to do with the proximity of the candles to the top of the screen. I'm going back to war stories. I'm just fucking kind of stoned now. And so it was totally intentional. All right, yes, you got me. All right, we'll go back to war stories. Yeah, that's that's some good ass weed. I'm not gonna lie. That is particularly good. Very rarely can I say that, Usually it's kind of just kind of puts me in those zones of go, but I'm actually fucking stoned right now. I can't say that very often. Damn. And that cottonmouth is definitely killing me. Killing me, Smalls. All right, here we go. Back to the war stories. This is a mouthful. All right, what are we doing? Monster play. Perk Mentor G. I didn't think I'd ever say this right. Perkamentus G. That is a crazy name. Hi, everyone. Wanted to share this play on Monster. Oh, it is not a Monster play. It is Monster Energy Drink. Okay, cool. That I closed last week and had been following for months before I was able to play it successfully. Kaz analyzed it in the show in February. I got stopped out first, then missed some possible plays on it, but finally managed to get it. Oh, was it Murder Was the Case? Awesome. Can look that back up. I've had a lot of similar experiences on other stocks lately. Enter too soon and get stopped out, then miss a move, regroup, and then take it again. Streams have helped so much to not get sucked into the bullshit in the news and doomsday preachers on the internet. Influencers, right? They're the same guy in every market, right? Chats and voice calls have kept my mind sharp, and Kaz and the Eco, you are very inspiring on this journey of being able to live off of this bull flag rotational... this bull flag rotation thing? It's not a bull flag rotation thing. It's just a fucking fractal pattern in nature. It repeats itself in all fucking scales and all resolutions. What do you want? That's pretty fucking funny. Bull flag rotation thing. Why'd you have to call it a thing? Also, it's fun as fuck. Thanks, Kaz and Eco. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, so I see this. You missed the exit here. Missed this one. Ain't that. That's a good though. Look at the R&R you got on that. It's probably better than what you took here. It's probably just as good a trade, you know. So that's good stuff. I dig it. I like that. See, this is so everyone who's like, hey, how do I get started? You really should read the experiences of guys who are learning, right? He's making a play, but he's very much telling you, like, you know, his experiences and trying to get himself into it. And this happens to everybody. Is it clear the system? I think it could be. Man, I want to get it on the first leave. And sometimes, like I told you, right, you can see this, and this is like the first breakout. You don't have a free and clear system. You have a potential, like, you know, momentum break, but if it doesn't sustain and comes back in, you can't define any risk outside the system. You know, in this moment, he actually had structures outside the system you could define risk with, and that's your free and clear system above system, right? Because these local shockwaves are exactly fractal versions of this massive one. So free and clear local monopolies are safer than ones that are kind of still entangled with the one he's exiting. So that's kind of a good demonstration of that. Why you wait a little bit? Yeah, you may take what's a worse price, but the risk structure itself is actually better, right? And that's what you give a fuck about. So nice shit, man. That's a great play. Thanks for sharing. All right, so who's it? Zoom out. Kaz's Christ, you damn right. I gotta get some of those Kaz and Christ memes back. It's been a minute. All right, what's this? So if you're paying attention, you know, I can't hint at that. There's too many people fucking cut their balls off of that if I say that out loud. All right, never mind. Blocks, what do you got? This is a long overdue war story, short version. I hope this helps others to make the same to not make the same mistake I made and sometimes catch myself making again. It's really easy to revert to a potato. Love that stream. You know, we got to bring back spuds. Things my thick ass head has learned. What is that? Uno momento. You've got to be kidding. All right. 1, zoom out. It reduces emotions, 100%. Emotions and logic do not occupy the same space at the same time. Number 2, if personal life is emotional and you are going through shit, refer to number 1. I like that. Number 2, stop trying to do too much at the same time. By attempting to accomplish too much at the same time, I do a mediocre and shitty job on almost all the tasks because I am spread too thin, 100%. Being spread too thin creates emotion. See number 1 and number 2. This is really good. You guys somebody should print this out. This is pretty good. Number 4, my job is to be a risk manager, not an analyst. This does not absolve me of being prepared. Number 5, don't be chasing shit. See number 4. This requires emojis. See, that's the only thing that's missing. A good amount of emojis to make this fucking priceless. So, no, I like this a lot. Number 6, organization is key to accomplishing goals. See number 4 and 5. This is definitely well thought out. Number 7, you are where you're supposed to be. This took me a new meaning and reorganization of my life. Where do I want to be? Where are the habits that will get me there? What does that look like? Number 8, last but certainly not least, participate. The magic happens in voice. Get out of your own ego and fucking learn some shit. The outcome of your life is your responsibilities. I dig that. Well, that's a fucking great bullet point for people, right? Not even a play, just a fucking reorganization of thought process. That's an awesome reflection block. Thanks for sharing that with everybody. I dig it. So, some other war stories. There's like a million of you bought some fucking clones. I know you put it on Twitter, but like write some shit for the show and shit. All right, so that was pretty cool. All right, now can I talk about fucking Pepe? Is it okay if I talk about Pepe? We don't have to talk about Pepe. Do you guys like the theme and stuff? The bull flag rotation and stuff? What'd you call it? I don't know what's going on with this. What do you think? What do you think? I finally busted out some fucking habla español, motherfuckers. Mano Oculta. I don't know the accent for that, but fucking goddamn it, you do. What do you guys think? I don't do yellow too often. That's a lot of fucking yellow. It's like literally like almost as annoying as orange, but it's tolerable. But not in large doses, you know? Making a living off the bull flag rotation. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you, Chuckles. I hate that it makes me scale the resolution of it down so much to fit it in here. It's like really scaled down because it caps you like two megs on your GIF. So it's like, fuck. So it's like really tiny. Yeah, I thought that came out kind of cool. Capture the essence of the theme. So I had something here before we get away from it and have more fucking FUD out there, confuse the shit out of people. Where did I put it? So before we get too far past it, let's put this up here and just discuss it real briefly because we're not in a rush and nothing's moving that I can see that I give a shit about. So you should give a shit about it. So which one's first? Which order did I save you in? So who saw this yesterday? So let's take a look at what these guys have opened up on Blur. Before we go into macros and things, let's talk a little bit about the lending infrastructure, right? So again, when we talk about this, it's akin to adding like, you know, who wants to buy a $30,000 Zuki that only has like about an ETH to their name, right? That would be basically your subprime borrower in the housing bubble that wants to buy a $300,000 home, has a fucking 580 credit score, like horrific credit score, but wants 100% financing, and they'll do this closing cost. You know, put me in with almost no money down. And in here, Blur has basically created that exact dynamic, right? They have literally facilitated the person that has got probably the poorest habits, the least fucking capital, and the most FOMO to have a shot to come in here at exorbitant fucking APYs that likely are going to attract regulators at some point to like get control of a lending market that's going to need regulation. It's going to be pretty unbelievable that they let this operate and let U.S. citizens have access to this and be basically raped at like 1,000% APYs and do nothing about it. Like, this is definitely going to cross some lines at some point. But for the time being, you know, regulators are going to take their time to catch up to this thing. So this is pretty astonishing, right, what the infrastructure is. Can I zoom in here? Let me blow this up. Can we put the rat DNA trade on this motherfucker right here? Look at this shit. Close your loan at any time to claim your ETH. When you close your loan, borrower will have 30 hours to repay your loan or refinance it with another loan offer. If the borrower doesn't repay or refinance your loan, you'll get their NFT instead. This normally will only happen when the NFT floor price falls below your loan amount. So that's meaning that if it falls below the loan amount, he will be cut off. He or she will be cut off from having access to any more credit from anybody else to basically get new credit. And so you can force a margin call on somebody and fucking kick them out of the NFT if the market starts to fall and you do this. So this is a really crazy mechanism that like you don't even have a set term. The person can turn right around and call it right back on you. And if they have a fucking an idea, you might be liquid. They could put you on the hook right now if you may have capital later, right? This is pretty crazy. So it actually, it puts the lender in a greater degree of control as they're probably already necessary. So when you get paid in interest, you get paid in ETH as your interest. I think that's pretty fucking sick. This is definitely a competitor to DeFi now, right? To LP pools and stuff like that. This is pretty insane because now I can collateralize an asset and I can effectively sit here and try to generate yield. If I think there's a bull market in Azukis or Clonex or whoever else gets credit facilities next, I can sit here and sit back at a decent LTV, maybe 80%, 85% if I'm bullish on Azukis or Clonex, and I can collect the yield while I wait to catch one at a small discount to the market. For as many months as I make that work, I pay down a discount in the acquisition I eventually will get when I do finally get one that lands on foreclosure in my lap. This is an amazing way to play the market for, you know, a person that's in a much greater position. Like, you can carry the asset on your books, and I can actually generate yield off your asset and maybe take it at a discount in the future. That's an even greater position to be in. That is a position that creditors endeavor to be in. So this is a really, you know, awesome infrastructure as far as prices go, because it's gonna let a bunch of people in the market that shouldn't be in the market now participate and inject money credit into a fucking closed asset system and inflate its price, right? That's what the function is going to be. It's the same thing as adding fucking subprime people that shouldn't be in the marketplace to a market of like finite houses. You're going to inflate asset prices. So as they roll this out to other places, this is definitely something to pay attention to. And you don't do something like this with a market that's ending, right? This is definitely fucking creating a liquidity for people that can't afford what these blue chip assets are supposed to represent. A luxury nice to do, not something that you have to do. And so mom and pop that are struggling to fucking keep up with food prices are going to need some fucking financing if they want to come play in the digital metaverse. And this should be telling you something, right? The metaverse in the future isn't going to be cheap. And I don't think anyone ever dreamed of it having credit attached to it. But now the average working class person can participate in the metaverse, but it's not fucking dollar for dollar. They don't own their houses, they don't own their cars, and they don't even own their fucking digital faces. That's some shit, right? This is giving me an idea. Motherfuckers are gonna rent their lives from people who are stakeholders of the world they live in. The sheep never fucking have control. And they never understand why either. Isn't that something? So, alright. Whoops. Hey. Let's get that guy off here. Let's see what's next. So, interesting way to set it up, right? Floor price is up here. What is the LTV of the loan you're going to give people? And, you know, what is the... Sorry, that's the LTV one, right? How much you're going to lend on how much it's worth. That determines the risk of your loan and what your APY is going to be. Is it competitive? And this is a really cool fucking interface for, like, you know, setting your risk on the loan parameters. It definitely is something that's going to develop over time. There'll be competitors to it, and, you know, hopefully it'll rein in some of the ridiculous shit that we see on there. But this is a game changer, right? And all those guys talking about shit's about to go to zero, flooded people out before the market rotated, before Air Force Ones, before LeBron James, before credit was added. Man, you talk about fucking dumb money at the bottom of the market. Unless the metaverse fails, I think the bottom's in. We got LeBron James coming in after we bought, before credit showed up. That's about as good as we can make a bet. Come on, Benito, don't fuck this up, bro. You just gotta get it halfway right, nigga. We fucking balling. So, anyways, timing matters, bitches, to the minute. Don't let these influencers tell you bullshit. So, anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Get you guys out of here. Market's doing nothing. Fuck all, nothing. So let me catch up on some chat things because I am fucking behind. Oh, wow. Tiki, can you redrop that symbol list for me? Well, not yet. Give me a second to do a macro, and then it's way up there. So I need a second to catch that one. Yeah, the power's in the hands of the lender. The power's always in the hands of credit, man. The lender is the smart money. All right. So back to what we normally break it down with. SPY things. So phantom zone vibes, right? Bull flag rotation into the top of the phantom zone, oscillation across the phantom zone, total chop shop and fucking risk assets. US risk assets, not best of breed, fucking danger zone. So for anybody that took the warning just to sit the fuck out while you're here, you just avoid a very difficult fucking intraday market. It's definitely been difficult if you're there day to day. It's just not been the place to be, right? So this is kind of what you're dealing with right now. And until you get out of here, right, if you back up a little bit, until we get really fucking free and clear of this range, you're not going to see easy moving a lot of stuff. Like, you're at risk of a whole bunch of bad news flow is going to come out in the phantom zone. And then if we look at the VIX with that kind of news flow, right, definitely, you know, worrisome where he's at, rotating back to this angle, small 2B in that very long-term trend angle. If we get any more fucking bad catalysts, you can easily be back up inside the box range or going to 21 again, and the market could correct a lot harder. So we could watch, just the slash with the slower resolution right here, and that's pretty much a pay attention, right? Especially when we're down, right? We are always going to be paying attention to something that looks like that, aiming at this fucking trend angle, right? That's the danger. So if this rotates up, things could get nasty really fast, and we have too many catalysts to fucking really, yeah, you push that bit so fast. It's like, goddamn, bro. But yeah, there's a lot of catalysts right now that can make this thing bar up, right? So definitely keep eyes on it and be cautious. All right, that being said, DXY, we're over at that spot, right? Could DXY usually get strength in fucking de-risking situations? Does it look like DXY is in a position to do that? It is, possibly if it holds this low, it can absolutely, if it doesn't go through here and hit this trigger, and any event today or going to tomorrow could create fucking, a pump to this guy. So I've felt that this is tired for a while, but like I said, you don't bet against trends, but I think this guy is at some point due for some kind of corrective structure back to this angle, I think. So let's see if the catalyst is there. If it's not, then you pay attention to him at this resolution going into, the events of the next 24 hours. Can he rotate out and keep going at this res? Yeah, he totally can. So, it's a matter of resolutions to keep track of what he's doing, right? All right, so that being said, GBP, USD, these guys all, interesting spots. We talked about this when we zoom out. This is a broader view of what's possible. If the dollar keeps getting hit and keeps getting weakened, we could still see European currencies push at least towards this angle, which would mean a much bigger down move in DXY, right? So just backing up to look at what that looks like. So let's see. DXY VIX, doing crypto. Yeah, we'll do crypto. Crypto things. So we had a projected path in BTC through all this stuff. We had another bank go down. JP Morgan's not been the savior everyone hoped he would be. And this is still taking the time to play out about the duration thought, that it's worth waiting for it. And when you let a bull flag develop, right, it can take a lot more time than you actually are patient for. This has, been projected from April 15th and you're on May 3rd, right? So it's been nearly 3 weeks. Patience is a virtue for a fucking reason in markets, right? So this guy's still cooking on a trigger. Zoom out from it to give it its fair space to fucking figure itself out right now, right? At this moment, you kind of waiting for him to vacate like a range he's narrowing into. ETH in the same time period has kind of just been chilling in this emotion range, the troll like shockwave. Things are definitely emotional out there on Twitter with everybody trying to figure out what's going on as the market evolves in front of their faces. So this still needs its time also. But yeah, not too much more to say about that. Let's check our strong markets. The CAC, he's been pretty ridiculous. Good guy to probably keep track of, I said. With regard to risk assets, I think we keep him on the radar since he is actually leading most people. I think he should actually go more on the radar, tracking it along to figure out where the S&P is, because we're not really getting a great read on that guy. At this moment right now, like I said, the S&P, this is the chart that shows us just the murder clusters, and that is the phantom zone. So this guy needs to come through out of this before we can get a read on it. But I think, if anything, we're probably going to get a better read out of the CAC 40 than we're going to get out of him. So Germany's also been ridiculously strong, and I think we were watching this guy just to make sure we're keeping our eyes worldly. This same congestion is the same bull flag that we see in the CAC, and I would watch on this guy. This congestion stopped ran. That's an expanding formation right there. Yeah, that's a ridiculous megaphone, right? That's the shitty pattern that nobody wants. So that's the original range, right? Horrific megaphone pattern, and back to the original shockwave that this guy came from. So that's what we'll watch. That line in the sand right now that Germany's on, we care about that. So both these guys, I think Germany and France look like better proxies to kind of figure out this rotation than the U.S. markets look. But this looks like a key spot to watch right now, going to FOMC and ECB. So keep eyes on that. And that being said, we can check the Qs real quick. We're drawing this guy before, still looks kind of decent, even though we're in the phantom zone. I think, like say, phantom is not giving us a clear read. We keep eyes on this guy, and we watch that with CAC. Maybe we get a rotation with the catalyst to shoot us up towards this here in time. If it's a timing thing that he's going to hit this angle and horizontal at the same time, then, this can take as far as June. It can be a catalyst that shoots us at that level right now. So, patience and stuff. Don't like force it to be something. Let it be what it's going to be. All right. That's a wrap on that. All right, what you got, Tickerson? Let's see. Fuck. Fucking dying over here. Dying over here, Roger. Oh, man. Fuck my life. What did I just do? I just put my hand right into it. Damn it. All right, so we got EPR. EPR. Don't I have a graph for this? Really? Okay, I feel like you guys asked this one a couple times. What is this guy? He is a REIT. Okay. REITs do face a little bit of pressure when you have like a rising yield environment, but we are seeing rising asset prices and rising, cost of living. So rising rental rates are still, happening. So that kind of creates a bit of an offset. But these guys do face a bit of a headwind, them and utilities, when you have a very strong, rising rate environment. When that rate environment stabilizes or begins to drop, these guys will definitely have like more of a fundamental strength, behind them, and a tailwind that makes them a more attractive thing. That being said, if you're watching this guy, technically, you're probably paying attention to that level there that was based upon broken back and dumped through. Heavy gas coming through on COVID through that level. So that's probably your trigger. You want to see him back above that, like longer term, right? This level down here never got hit, like a perfect double bottom. I can't see these fucking shades on, god damn it. I like that spot right here, this high. It was a blaster wick through it, another wick through it, a bull flag through it, and then this pretty much a triple top on it. So as like a mid-range goes, you can make a plan with this guy like in there on a lower resolution for how he gets to this spot. And does this hold as a floor and a potentially higher floor for his rotation to basically do this and come through box range on this right here, right? And you'll do something off of something along those lines if you can get up there, right? That's what's your one possible path if he is bullish, if he does recover this right now. He's safer to play, though, above this trigger than playing into the noise of what's in here. You could get caught up in that before he gets there. And there likely is a change in the interest rate policy before he's really bullish, and a lot of other REITs that are looking like this. All right. 9:59, there's an announcement soon. Good to know. So, let's see. Dash. ISM numbers. Okay. So those you got to pay attention to that. This is DoorDash. So I know yesterday Uber had some good news, and DoorDash mildly got a benefit from it. So last time we looked at Uber, right, we had this setup on Uber. So remember we talked about, we put a box range here where the huge amount of volume was, and Uber could probably come out of this range. So he's come out with a bit of a catalyst. DoorDash doesn't look as strong from the same exact kind of range. He's kind of still stuck, but has a chance to follow because he's pretty fucking cornered down low. Also, he's just weaker. So I think if you're looking for like a sympathy planet, DoorDash is going to do something like it. You're looking for like this entire thing system to just rotate upwards out of here, and he'd be bullish above this. All right, if you can get on top of this. DoorDash should look better like that. So, all right. DoorDash 8058. What is this? What did you just ask me? 8058. Mitsubishi Corp. Okay. Yeah, Japanese stocks. I told you guys to pay attention to those things. You know, Japan is actually looking interesting, bullish on really big resolutions like this, right? You back up and look at Japan. Where do I have him? I cannot see shit with sunglasses on in a dark office, god damn it. But I'm not gonna fucking break for the art, god damn it. I can't see shit. Where is it? I think I'm staring right at it, aren't I? I feel like I am. There it is, god damn it. I can't see a fucking thing. Oh my god. Wrong chart. It's over here. There it is. Long-term bullish chart of Nikkei, right? And then your stock was 8058. 8058. Get it? He's a leader in the Japanese index. So that's a good pickup. That guy's bullish as fuck. And Japan is rotating. Oh, what level is he rotating through? Hold on a second. This is a key moment. You brought us to Japan, bitch. Who's fucking... It's fucking Leon. Are we finally going to beat Leon? That's bullish. That's really bullish. And that's a lot of bullshit, right? Cornered the fucking local monopoly, right? That's good. And CAC looks good. That's a good bullish lead. Let's see if Japan's going to be the leader. I like it a lot, right? We're looking for this thing. See him? This guy. That's him right there, bitches. Let's see if it sticks. So, yeah. That looks pretty good. SIG. S-I-G. Alright, what do we got? Do I not have this guy? Signet Jewelers. God's green earth is this guy. Specialty stores, retail trade. I know somebody asked Nike. I wonder. Let's see. SIG. Okay. So, yeah, good correlation to Nike, right? And is this the best of breed kind of thing goes, right? We've got heavy correlation to Nike, right? XRT. Retail, right? That's just not best of breed. If I had to pick between two of these guys, I'd go with the guy who's, you know, performed better over time and has a more recognizable brand. I just think you're looking at a weaker asset in that space, right? And no res does he look like a fucking guy I want to fuck with. Fading the fucking bull flag that Nike's attempting to hold. So he looks as relatively weaker in a lot of different resolutions. That being said, though, I'll look at him individually now. SIG. So if retail's going to have a recovery, retail's not the strength right now. But if it's eventually going to have a recovery, right, it's really this kind of rotation you're really dealing with on him. You can see that kind of thing on Macy's too, right? That's Macy's also. And Macy's is fading. So retail as a whole right now is extraordinarily weak. So you want to recover in retail broadly before you want to try something like that. This looks bad, and SIG looks more aligned like this than he does like with Nike. But you are dealing with like a macro bull flag on a res that, like, Fed policy becomes accommodative, then you would likely see retail be something out here. But right now it looks like near term kind of shitty for the rest of 2023. So take that what it's worth. So did Leon pop up? What happened? CVX got earnings we just saw on the fucking earnings thing on Reddit. I'm pretty sure I have this guy somewhere. Where is he at? I definitely have this stock somewhere. CVX. No? Yeah. Okay. All right. So last time we looked at CVX, bull flag up here. Oil has been very fucking weak near term. So oil service guys have been pretty bad. He's integrated oil actually, but yeah, you pay attention to this guy. Things still staying over here, right? This is just not really shitty range on top of it, and you're gonna have to wait for this range to resolve itself. Having create this massive volatile dump range, you pretty much start watching him like above that now. that would be a line in the sand for continuation here. Otherwise, seeing if you can find a support here and then the support from energy itself would probably be pretty key. But right now, this is kind of like a wait and see type deal, right? And you watch some other guys in oil, right? They're back inside ranges now. IWM. So we looked at this before. All right, so he's never left this fucking base of the previous system before COVID, and just kind of dicking off on it. So, man, what do we do with that? That's hideous. Probably has a box range you want to see in here. Let's see. Kind of scary looking. If you get through there, you could pull a lot deeper. So I think you're waiting for this guy to rotate this. Just don't think you want to fuck with it inside that range. Just let him leave out of that. See, range that we had marked here just like this. So you got underneath it. Became resistance on the range. We had that trigger from a show way back in the day, and then this fucking breakdown. This would kind of be the same thing, kind of same staple range he's got here. It's just either side of this thing. You see what he does. All right, next one. Apple ETH. You motherfucker! Did you really put that? You got the oldest graph for this guy. All right, what can we glean from this? If you're playing that ratio, Apple, ETH. That's COVID. Wow, epic graph. Where's the bull market in Apple versus ETH? All right, because you're basically looking at like, this kind of a setup, right? Where else? In this big fatty gap you got right here. Let's see, where did that land on? This. Stop run it. Check it right there. That's where you care. All right. Interesting ratio. Lulu. We had this guy before. Don't care about him until he's outside of this shit show he's been doing inside this range. Then you care about him. Nike. When did we just do that? So Nike. Oh yeah, this is Nike. Ooh, look at our squiggle. That got worked out. That was path B, right? Or no, that was actually a projection from here. He never did it. This is the other projection from up here. Yeah, about right. So he's still holding this angle right now. So you want to see if he maintains the trajectory until he hits this long-term downward angle, or if he can cross through it and go back up and still hit it. But I think he's still completing this rotation. Just retail happens to be weak. He's a best of breed guy. Okay. So let's see. That being said, what's the next one? CL. Are you asking me for Colgate Palmolive, motherfucker? Really? What is this? Some grandpa? Don't be mad if you really are. I guess you guys have asked for Colgate Palmolive before. Shit. I don't even remember fucking doing this. Okay, well, we had trigger range up here for a good high that we had in September. I think this kind of looks like shit, so I want to kill all of this. Let's really look at this again. That's hideous. So, when you think about it, the way he's going through this high, this entire range is pretty much destroying people who are trying to get a part of that. This is kind of so hideous that you're better off waiting for something like this to clear maybe this system. Could you get the structure to play maybe about there? Probably. He needs to leave kind of cleaner on top of this than the shit he's doing right now. It's like really ugly looking weak asset. Motherfuckers. All right, where are these guys at? Let's see. Is that all the data we got for these guys? One sec. I'm just gonna get a slightly better graph than this. Come on, load, you son of a bitch. All right, there we go. See what we got here. So, had a bull flag set up on him. There's the origination where this guy came from. So, last hurrah. He needs to pretty much hold this guy. If he goes through, it's going to get real fucking ugly. Let's see. I think that's what you care about, motherfuckers. Like, for him to, like, establish a fucking rotation out of this, but structure out on top of, like, 1.84, I think if he gets on top of this, then, he would be in a lot better shape. But right now, he looks like dog shit down here. He's not bouncing with anything, like, that's coming out of the trenches. As the market's gotten a little bit of strength, he looks pretty bad. So, I think while he sits under this, he failed to even rotate up anywhere near the last high to put him down to the trench down here. This guy is just weak for now. He gets underneath it, so watch out. It's not healthy. And then STXUSD. Oops, not this page. God damn it. STX. Didn't I do this the other day? Stacks, what is this? STXUSD. Somebody asked this the other day. Pretty sure. I'm sure somebody asked. It's STXUSDT. There it is. I knew somebody asked this the other day. All right. Yeah, that. Got it? Analysis over, bitches. All right, motherfuckers. I'll catch you guys on Friday. Stay safe out there. Don't let any influences influence you. Be your own influence. Till next time, motherfuckers. Mano Oculta, bitches. Catch you on the flip. Peace.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome.